What is up, my BK birdies? Welcome back to Encourage Corner. Woo, woo, woo. We are back with episode number 3. Oh yeah. Episode number 3. Moving on up. How are you guys doing? Having a good day or having a good night? It's nighttime for me. Yep. Had a pretty good day, if I should say so myself. It's summertime, very hot, very humid. It's okay. We have a beautiful thing called air conditioning. So let's get right into it. So today, I kind of want to switch it up a bit with this episode. We're going to bring in a little truth, a little gospel teachings, if you will. Some of you may say, oh, well, I'm not a Christian, or I don't have a religion, so this doesn't apply to me. On the contrary, it applies to anyone who's willing to listen. So, there's this part in the Bible where Jesus is telling a story, and it's the parable of the lost sheep. So he says, what do you think? If a man owns 100 sheep and one of them wanders away, will he not leave the 99 on the hills and go look for the one that wandered off? And if he finds it, truly I tell you, he is happier about the one sheep than about the 99 that did not wander off. So it's a story that shows a lot of love and compassion that God has for everyone. And it's with this story that I want to speak about how God favors you. Favors you. Yes. In previous episodes, I spoke about being overwhelmed or how it's okay to cry. And both of those topics dealt with dealing, like when you're in situations that just become too much, or like you're just dealing with a lot. You just feel like the world is against you. Like you feel just nothing is going right whatsoever. Or you could feel like you just can't get anything right. Like no matter what you do, it just doesn't work out. You just fail and continue to fail. And you put in all this effort just for things not to work out. And you just think like, what's the point? Like why even try if it's not going to get me anywhere? Well, keep your head up. You got to keep pushing forward. I know you're like, well, I ain't got no energy. Like I'm out of energy. You know, like how am I supposed to move forward when I'm literally on E? That's where God comes in. Like when you do all that you can, He'll step in and do all that you can't. That's why the topic is like, He favors you. You might think, oh, I feel like God has overlooked me. You know, I feel like He just doesn't care, or He's not there, like He doesn't hear my prayers, or when I ask for, certain things, that it's just like, I get no answer. Hey, maybe the answer is no, and it's for a good reason. Or maybe He does hear you and wants to give you what it is that you're asking for, but it's just not the time yet. It's not the right time. And for those who are struggling with something, and it just seems like the world is against you and just things aren't going right, God's right there with you. And He's going to help see you through. Because He has a plan for each and every one of us. Like when someone favors something, like it's like you really, really like this thing, you know? Like you're just so into it and you want to know all about it, you know, from when it began to the current thing that's happening with it. Let's say, for example, I'm a BTS fan or an NCT fan. You know, like I like these idols, these K-pop idols, a lot. And I favor their music. Or it doesn't even have to be, you know, K-pop, like just music in general. Like, are these music artists. Like, I favor the music that they release so much, you know, that I want more. You know, I want to know about, well, I guess we can go back to, I guess the example is much better, like if I explain it with BTS. So, like with BTS, I want to know why do they do music, or their passion. Like I want to know about them, you know, like as a person. Like it makes me want to listen to them more, like as I get to know them, like want to be embedded more within their lives, you know, and well, not be embedded into their lives, but like invest into like their music more, you know. And in a way, that's kind of like how God does with us, you know, when He favors us, is because like we're His favorite being. Out of everything like He's created, like we're the favorite, you know. We're number one. Each person, like whether you're a believer or not, like God is looking out for you, you know, waiting for you to choose Him, because He's already chosen you. He's just waiting for that love to be reciprocated, you know. It's unrequited right now, but He's waiting for it to be reciprocated so it can shine, so you can actually see what it is that He sees in you, so you can see that in yourself to help you get through what it is that you are going through. God favoring you, it means that, yeah, it's a struggle bus right now, but because He favors you, it won't always be a struggle bus. Out of nowhere, or when you're least expecting it, a blessing will happen. And you're just gonna be like, wow. Nobody but God. Like, wow, He really was looking out for me. Of course He was. And He still is. And forever will. There's a part in the song that I got this title for the episode from, of course. You know, I like to, you know, parallel these episodes, connect them with music, since I've mentioned I am a music lover. But the song that this episode goes with is literally called God Favors Me, and there's two parts, part 1 and part 2. But in one of the parts, it mentions, I don't know what you're going through, but I want you to know tonight that you've got favor. Like God favors me. In spite your test, hard time, or attack your character, attack your integrity, don't worry. Like, God favors me. He's got your back. And I don't know, like with that story that Jesus was telling, how he's so fixated on that one that got away, the one that's lost, the one that's feeling lost, the one that feels like just doesn't know where to go or how to get on the right track or be where you're supposed to be. God will come after you, find you, and guide you exactly to where you need to be. And then some of you might say, well, what about the 99? Why isn't he excited about the 99? Oh, he's definitely excited about the 99. Like, he's happy, he's content. Like, there's no need to worry about them because they're exactly where they're supposed to be. They're already with him, and he's happy. So now that they're all settled and squared away and taken care of, it's about that one. The one that needs the help. That's you. The one that is struggling in life. The one that's just finding it hard to deal with the world right now. The one that's finding it hard to find work, find a job, or deal with the hardships that come with being who you are. The one that's struggling with sin, or the one that's struggling with loving yourself. It's the one that's having a hard time, the one that's just lost in any kind of way. His focus is on you. He favors you. You're it. You're the one. I'm like, why me? Why not? He loves you so much. So much. I know, like, I've kind of been rambling a lot, but I hope somewhere along this ramble of speaking about God's favor in you, that you learned something or took something from it in the heart. Knowing that if you feel like no one cares, God does. Favors you. He favors you. You are his favorite. He loves you. Alright, I don't want to keep going on for too long. So, yeah, hopefully this made sense in some kind of way. And with that, song of the week is Hezekiah Walker, God Favors Me, Part 1 and Part 2. They go hand in hand right with each other. Part 2 is shorter than Part 1. It's okay. Just let them both play right after each other. They go right with each other. Beautiful songs. One of my favorites, actually. And I hope you guys will like it too. Alright, guys. So with that, remember, God favors you. You don't have to be Christian for God to favor you. You're his child regardless. You know, all he wants is for you to choose him. And to recognize his love, his compassion, support, all the above that he has for you. That you are special, you are wonderful, you are favored. Okay? Alright, guys. Enjoy your day. Enjoy your night. This was Encourage Corner. Come back and see me again, or listen to me again on the next episode. Yeah. Annyeong. Bye.